What's going on, my man? How are we today? Let's go. Pick it up. Pick it up.
In the gym, working hard. Where are we?
30 more seconds. There we go. I'm hopping in rounds, training, teaching, grinding, loving life. Loving life. Loving life. That's right. We're just getting after it, man. Sorry, I just can't stop, won't stop. That's just my life. My life.
We got Emmanuel Sanchez joining us, APFC 22. It's March 22nd, Isleta. This is the fight that almost got away from us. Are you able to talk about the medical emergency and what delayed this fight from happening the first time?
Yeah, I shared it on all my socials. I mean, it's very unfortunate. What do fighters want to do? Real fighters want to do is fight. And sadly, I tried to stay on top of something that looked really nasty, some mat funk, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. I'm just very prone to getting infections. And I tell all my teammates, any little scrape, scratch, ingrown hair can turn into something nasty and disgusting. And that's exactly what happened all up until fight week. I want to say maybe only a week before the fight, it was manageable. That all right, wasn't a problem. My problem is that I never want to take time off of training, and and then it blew up like that. Got a nasty staph infection. So thankfully, I didn't need surgery. I didn't need anything serious. Just antibiotics and get all that nasty infection out of me. And then yeah, now postpone the fight, but here we are now, ready to rock and roll for this next one.
How long did the hospital stay? Did the infection, how long did that knock you down for and out of the gym?
Uh, I'd say a week, week and a half. Because I mean, I still had to have it bandaged and covered, but thankfully it was one of those ones where it didn't need to bleed out or pus out or anything like that. It just died on its own. I didn't need any special cream at all either. Just all the IV antibiotics and actual pill antibiotics that they gave me, and yeah, it died on its own. And then until I was ready to start training again, or got the clearance to start training again, I was able to hop back in, and I got a nice scar on my arm because of it. So it's all right. I've now had an infection on every limb on my body, so but except my left arm. So my left arm just felt left out.
Had to join the rest of the body parts. It felt lonely.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like, hey man, what about me? And so, oh yeah, here we go, my turn. So sadly, it had to happen, of course, before a fight. So that sucked. I believe it's something that could have been prevented. Where I made the mistake is thinking that probably and not staying on top of it immediately, going to the urgent care because I just saw it as something very small. And until it became something uncontrollable and unmanageable, then yes, that's what obviously pulled me from the fight. So that's where I made the mistake. The next time I ever see anything that looks funky, gotta go and get that checked out right away and get the proper medicine to kill it and make sure you don't get nothing. And also, if that means taking time off of training, take time off of training. It's not worth it.
We were days away from the fight. How did you feel even with the infection? How was training going? How did you feel? Were you expecting to be able to fight as you wanted to?
Surprisingly, I just couldn't get sweaty, but I still like once it died down more, and I made sure like, oh, okay, yeah, I won't be in any gym and around people. Grappling is obviously where you get that funky stuff the most. So being able to hit pads, hit the heavy bag, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like, I'm okay. It didn't affect my endurance. I didn't need to stay at the hospital. Thankfully, they let me go, and like I said, I still would have fought, but any doctor during the pre-fight medicals look at that and they would not let me fight with that. So they're doing what they got to do. All of that was out of my control, and I was hoping, yeah, it could have been anything even sooner to remake the fight. But all right, it's all right. No better time than now. Not a big deal. We just taught me patience. That's most definitely it, and also I thought of patience and perseverance. I mean, sometimes things happen in training, and just the older you get, and also the harder things get, it just happens as part of training. Take a night off, take a day off. You have to let yourself heal and recover. Otherwise, your body is not going to respond the way it should and heal the way it should, the way you want it to. And you'll be out of training even longer. So that's my advice to all my younger teammates right now and all younger fighters out there right now, too, is that yes, you want to grind, but you also need to listen to your body because otherwise you'll be forced to be not able to go to the gym. And that sucks because, having the urge and the desire to want to train and get all the rounds in that you want to and be in the gym. Well, if you're always pushing it and you don't let yourself heal and recover, well, then eventually, like I said, something's going to take you out of it. Well, now you can't. I can't train. I can't go to the gym. I really am too beat up. I'm too messed up. And this has rendered my ability to be able to train.
It's a harsh setback. What happens? Are you able to watch the fight after that? Do you watch James versus Jess, or did you just separate yourself from the event?
No, I actually tuned in right away. I, of course, wanted to see all the fights. His, of course, but when I turned it on, actually, I think it was right around the time with like Wing to See. So I'm watching Wing to See, and then I'm like, oh crap! And then the rest of the card as well too. My teammate, and also, I mean, he's taking the role of like a coach now, but he's still a fighter my age. Who's cornered me has been in New Mexico before, so he missed out on this opportunity. But seeing the whole everything, it's Anthony's show. APFC is, I believe, top of the line, man. I've been to all of them, cornering teammates and watching fights of friends on CFFC, on Fury, on LFA. And yeah, no, I believe Anthony's is the best. So I don't like missing out on any show that's on Fight Pass. So I would have tuned in either way. So yeah, like I said, it was difficult, but as a fight fan, watching fights on a Sunday, right? I was like, all right, man, that was it. It was all good. Got to see Gabe Stevenson do his thing and all the other fighters as well too. So yeah, all in all, a great card.
You brought him up. Gable, man, that's a freak athlete. I don't know the last time we've been wowed by a prospect like what he's doing.
It's impressive. I mean, who knows if they'll do karate combat next or something because he's done dirty boxing, obviously still killing it in wrestling, being in that world, right? Training with John Jones and a lot of other MMA greats right now. And now shining on APFC, it's like, all right, man. I mean, because he's a heavyweight and his name, he easily could get into the UFC right now. But smart though, with what Cormier and a lot of other people that are in his corner and around and helping him are saying, giving him the advice to make the most amount of money and take the best route to get himself there. And I mean, ultimately, we know he's gonna get there. So whether he goes and does bare knuckle or, like I said, karate combat or another dirty boxing fight or another fight on Anthony's show, man, everybody's gonna be tuning in to watch, or back to wrestling, or pro wrestling. Man, it's Gabe Stevenson, bro. So I mean, we'll all tune in and we'll all be entertained, right?
Okay, the better question. What were your impressions of watching James Pleasant? I'm pretty sure that was the first time you got to see him fight live.
Live, yeah. Of course, as fighters, you look up all your opponents and stuff like that. And I'm always thinking that way, though. When I look at any card right now, even in UFC or PFL, anything, anywhere, anybody, anywhere, I'm always like, what if they match me up with this guy? You never know. You never know. From somebody who's a welterweight going down or someone who's a featherweight going up, I mean, can never say never. So even though, of course, I was matched up with him, I see him fight, obviously live. I think he had to make the right adjustments to fighting someone completely different on just a few days' notice. I think his opponent pulled on a good fight for someone I was reading or hearing, right, on the broadcast. He hadn't fought in like 5 years. He's a little up there in age. He was originally getting ready to fight at 45, but then moves up. Either way, they both put on a great fight. So I'm glad a fight was still be able to be made for all of them. And I mean, yeah, I take it away. He did what he needed to do to win, and he won. Man, great. And the same, him, just like any other fighter, I'm sure, calling out their shots, UFC, and the same. Respectfully, he was like, oh, yeah, if we can remake this fight, let's do it. And he did it. So awesome. Here we are. I'm glad they made this happen. So let's go. About to be APFC's first double champ.
Was there anything that you saw in his game that was unexpected or kind of had you recalibrating your game plan?
Not really. I just a lot of things I won't tell you on here at least. Yeah, you'll
Right.
see it. You'll see it when we fight. But no, nothing really. Like, man, I look at everybody at the same. You're a fighter. All right, you have good striking. You have good grappling. You have this experience, that experience, etc. Whatever. Right? I don't care. We're gonna fight, and I'm going to prove I'm the better fighter. I mean, over all the years and all the battles that I've had, and being a fan as well too. So watching other fighters, females, or like we were just talking about heavyweights, the heavier weight classes. You can look at someone and on paper this, on paper that. The on paper stuff and the statistics don't matter. All that matters is those two guys when they enter the ring. So that's what I look to do each and every single time I fight because I have fought better wrestlers. I have fought better strikers. I have fought guys that were black belts at the time when I wasn't a black belt. And that didn't faze me. That didn't mean anything to me. I knew I needed to go out there and just do my thing. Who cares if he's got this, got that, whatever? That doesn't mean anything. All that matters is when that cage door closes and in that moment at that time, what you got for me right there. So, yeah, I love it. It's just part of the fight game, you know?
Had you already told Anthony when it was kind of finalized that you weren't going to be able to fight, that you wanted the winner? Were you on with the phone with him right after the event? Like, when did you know that you wanted to rebook this matchup?
Well, immediately, actually, I was like, well, I'm glad he won. That was the guy I was scheduled to fight, so I'm glad he won. And what the same route that they were going, what they were thinking, I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever opportunities still to remake the fight before the end of the year or starting this year off right away, let's do it. But okay, had to wait till March, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all, man. It just gave me even more time to prepare for him because I've already been prepared, like, from last year. So to me, whether I had a fight coming up or not, I'm always in the gym looking to better my game. I want to punch harder. I want to be faster. I want to be stronger. I want to be more explosive. I want to better my cardio. I want better grappling, better striking, et cetera, right? So this is my passion. This is my craft. This is my livelihood, and it doesn't matter who it is. If they said him, if they said a welterweight, if they said Gable Stevenson, oh damn. All right, man. I'm not a heavyweight, but they want to make me versus Gable Stevenson, dude, or whatever. Let's do it. Hey.
We know that you spent much of time in Milwaukee, Rufus Sport. We had a cold front recently hit like no other through the Southwest. Did that seem like a big deal to you? You've been up in the Wisconsin, Chicago area. You've seen some winters. What did you think of this cold front?
Well, I'm in Houston, Texas now, man, so I don't have to deal with those problems. I tell my family that all the time. I'm like, you guys all right? Because damn, stay warm. I'll send them my snaps or sharing stories of how nice the weather is for me. It's cold for Texas down here. When it gets below 70 and windy, so it's 60 degrees and 70 and windy, but it was still a high of 80. So I'm like, and the sun is shining, so I'm just enjoying myself. If anything, I put on a hoodie, and then it gets too warm out, I take the hoodie off. So I'm just like, this weather is beautiful down here. So that's why I love being down south, and I had to be down south because I've seen too many winters, and that's exactly why I left the Midwest. It was just too cold. Couldn't do it no more.
Emmanuel Sanchez has literally been there, done that, and seen everything. I look up his record and I'm thinking to myself, has he ever been in this situation where he was supposed to fight somebody and the fight gets canceled and immediately rebooked? I think in 2020 you had that with Daniel Weichel. So you really have, it seems like, been there, done that, and been through almost every situation possible in the MMA game.
Yeah, I mean, it's really unfortunate. As I was saying, I was just like, damn, this, man, I have a fight coming up, it falls through, and damn, like, hopefully, whenever we can, as soon as we can, let's remake it. So that happened with Daniel. Crazy during COVID times, right? But now here we are with this time, and we don't need to worry about those COVID restrictions. So I mean, it's all good. I mean, what makes it even more heartbreaking is, for one, pulling out. No one ever wants to pull out of a fight. I don't believe any fighter would ever want to pull out of a fight, want to get injured, or have something happen like that, right? I mean, that sucks. That's devastating. And for me, that was only the second time in my career that that's happened, where as bad as I want to fight and I can't fight physically, it's like you're not going to fight at your best. And also, a doctor would not let you fight. So, just completely out of my control.
Out of your control. Now the control is back in your hands. One thing that it always amazes me about fighters is you guys are used to dealing with adversity and able to find a silver lining. Did you see a silver lining in now having the fight move back to us getting it in March?
Yeah, absolutely. I was like, man, finally, that let's get this ball rolling. I've been waiting for too long. I've been just hungry to fight. So, man, you just at a loss for words. Just like, let's just do it. Let's get it. Let's get after it. I'm too hungry for this. So.
And last thing before we let you go, two division APFC champion, make history in the promotion. What would that mean to you?
History, man, history. It's the same thing that me and any other promoter were to talk about and fighter. It's like, yeah, we just keep knocking on Dana's door and just letting him know. And now this is proof. And I mean, if I have to go to middleweight to heavyweight, like what we were just saying, whatever I got to do, I just want to prove that I'm one of the best not signed right now, and got to fight whoever I got to do it, right, to prove it. And he's one of them right now. So this is awesome. I love this fight. Let's go and just let's fight, man. I'm just too hungry to fight right now. That's all I can say is I just want to go on, take this guy out, and get to where we know we belong.
It's hungry versus hungry. We have the battle-tested veteran from Bellator, APFC welterweight title already on the mantle, looking to add a second one. Well, we have a hungry young lion, has the APFC lightweight title, and you're both looking to take that next step. I'm super excited for this one. Can't wait for March 22nd.
Awesome, man. Let's go, me either. Let's go. Tune in March 22nd, UFC Fight Pass, APFC. And if you're in Albuquerque, New Mexico, got to pull up to the Isleta Resort and Casino. Let's go.
Manuel, thank you for the time tonight.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.